Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here on November the 30th, 2021, and I have my layout share for my travel Kit. These are only the layouts that I have done, minus this one on the top, using the Kit that I created at the end, middle of November, I believe. I did a Kit in the beginning of the month and I finished it so quickly I started a new one. So I did a travel Kit for my family's trip to Texas this past summer. This is a cover page that my 12-year-old son created to start this trip off. This is not from the collections that I created or that I put together. I had four collections. One was Uncharted by the Paper Studio. One was Simple Stories Going Places. One was Recollections Well Traveled paper pad. And one was Park Lane's local travel paper pad. So I have used a lot of it. There's still a little bit left in each kit. And when I say a little, I mean a little. No full sheets. All of those are gone. So this is just going to be the cover page for this trip. And then I did end up diving into some other pictures because I had finished my trip. And so I scrapbooked another trip to Texas, or part of one, and some beach pictures. So this is what I'm going to go through the layouts that I created with the Kit, and then show you what I have left with it. And that'll be it for November. I haven't decided what to do yet for December, so let's get November done, and I'll just have to think about it. So like I said, my son created this layout with a stencil I designed on my Cricut and some Ranger inks, and he just designed the whole thing, including the background, and I'm very proud of him. So there's that. Now, this is not in order of how I created them. It is in order of how they will go in my book. So there's a couple things missing because they were while we were in Texas, and they don't have this series in it. It's more floral because we were there for a funeral. So there's a video for quite a few of these. And if I remember exactly which ones they are, I will point that out. So this is Simple Stories Going Places. I used the stencil from the Going Places kit, and this full background paper, I did cut the back out so that I could use it later, and you will see it on another layout. I just used some of the stickers from the Simple Stories 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I'm pretty sure this is 100%, other than this khaki and this off-white paper. All the embellishments, I believe, are from the Simple Stories kit. And I had journaling bits as well as a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And the other thing I pulled was I had a 10 sheet, 12 by 12 sheet travel stickers from Echo Park and Cartabella. So if the stickers are not from the Simple Stories, they're from one of those Echo Park sheets. A lot of them are very similar in ways, so I can't remember exactly, but if I made a video, it says, you know, obviously you see me as I get them off the sheet. Okay, so there is that. I always forget to think about where I'm going to put them when I'm done. This is us after we took off. It was dark, obviously, and I titled this How We Roll. This is almost all the papers and stuff are from the Uncharted by Paper Studios, except for this purple solid. It's just a scrap that I had, and this piece was cut, and so I put this on here. And there is a video for this one. And I just added a bunch of embellishments from some of the things I had pulled. This is from the Uncharted. It was a paper kit from Hobby Lobby. This is from the Echo Park. This is from the Park Lane local travel. That's from the Echo Park. And these are from the Uncharted kit, as well as these alphas, How We Roll. one of these days I'm gonna get this together. This is the next morning. We got up super, super early. I did make a video on this one. It also is a scrap lift or a sketch, I believe, and that would be noted in my video as well. And there's some stickles in here, some fussy cutting from the Well-Traveled Recollections paper pad, which all these florals are also from there. These papers are all from the Uncharted. I love this layout. I don't do florals a lot, and I certainly don't fussy cut, but I have done a lot of that lately. So this postcard is from the Echo Park sticker sheets. This is from the Local Travel by Park Lane. These are Stickabilities Puffies. I did do a video for this as well. This is popped up on foam. I did some wonky matting and a lot of layers. I really love how this page turned out. It's my sister singing into her sucker. My mom said if you didn't tell people that, they'd just think she was eating a sucker. Well, then what is she doing here with the candy bar, right? Okay, so Road Trip Entertainment is the title of this page. Love, 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 love. Hopefully she never watches this video, and if she does, sorry. This is one I did not make a video for. I actually had created this before, and the one I just shared, I went ahead and used similar papers so that, because these will be facing each other. This was a challenge to do a tic-tac-toe page with scrapbookingwithamory.com. Wonderful website if you're looking for somewhere to give you inspiration, ideas, tutorials, and then some. So this is later that day, and lots of the Park Lane papers. These two strips are from the Recollections Well-Traveled. Oh, this is more, let's see. This is I have to look because the Park Lane is double-sided and the Recollections is single-sided. So that's how I can verify. So this is from the Well-Traveled. The stencil's from the Simple Stories. I think that most of this embellishments are from the Echo Park stickers. This as a video, there's a video for this one as well. And this is just the, oh, I never went back and pulled all the sticky off. That's hysterical. This is from the GPS when we were leaving Texas. So this is the first layout after the spread. There will be a 2-page spread of while we were in Texas. And like I said, we were there for a funeral, so I didn't take tons of pictures, but I have a picture of some of the flowers and a picture of my cousin and her family, it was her dad who passed. So here is this, and I did some inking with an ink pad through the Simple Stories stencil. This one, I believe, also has a video. This is us eating at the Outback Steakhouse, which was an adventure trying to get there. This is a picture of the GPS where we had to make this big, huge U-turn to get to where we wanted to go. And then a screenshot from my phone when they texted to say they had gotten our reservations, and then us at the table. And I was able to use some Simple Stories journaling bits, and this came from one of the paper pads, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. When am I ever going to use something from Australia? So there it is. And I need to put the date here, even though it's already here. Long story. If you watch the video, you'll get it. God. I'm a little cuckoo sometimes, guys. Little cuckoo. This is from the Park Lane paper pad. And this is not, I did not make a video for this. It was going to be a simple layout of us at the hotel. I knew I wanted to use this Eat, Sleep, Travel, Repeat because we're at the hotel sleeping, although my daughter looks dead. I swear she's not. She's just playing. And I just made this pretty simple and used up some layers of paper. So there's like 1, 2, 3 layers on here and then double layered from there. So I like using up little embellishments that way, stickers. And it's just a simple layout that you can create in like 10 minutes. So here is that one. This is the facing page. So this is also from the Well-Traveled. Nope, Local Travel. It's called Local Travel. Park Lane is Local Travel. It has some Simple Stories embellishments. It has, this is from K & Company. This is from the Echo Park. This is from the Journaling Bits. This is from Simple Stories. And this is my daughter. She's in a class for, she's about to get her driver's license. So she took this class so that it would, she had to take the class before she could get her license. This is Simple Stories paper, so this one will match the next page. So there's both Simple Stories. This is us on our way home. I don't care, there's a plane here. I went ahead and embraced the planes, even though we are totally in a car. We've never flown to Texas. We've always driven. So I just used a bunch of layering. I didn't even mat these. I just put it on this really gorgeous striped paper. Used this piece, which the rest of it is here, and use the airplanes. I figured if I was going to embrace the airplanes, I might as well just put them all on here, because I had tons of airplanes in different sheets that I had. So I love this. And then this is Simple Stories as well, like I said. And here is the hole from where I cut that paper out for matting. And so I just covered it with this piece of paper and this floral paper. So now you wouldn't have any idea that it was missing a piece in the middle. And I really just layered this up and then tucked pieces. So this and this was one little like 3x4 or something. And I cut it in half and used it for extra matting or just extra layers. So I really love the way this turned out. And there is a video for this one as well. Happy travels. Ooh, that almost took a tumble. And then this is, we were stuck in an accident. So this is a 2-page spread as well. So it's actually a matching. I pulled this off Pinterest. It was a sketch, I believe. It was like Organized and Creative Mom or something. That's in the video. I did do this a video for this one. And just walked through doing it. It really didn't take me very long once I figured out the corners. And if you don't use paper that is specific directions, like obviously all these vehicles need to be going, you know, this way and not this way or upside down, and the stripes need to be going the same way both corners. So that caused me some problems. But if you're using a pattern that's not so specific, then this layout would be been even easier. So stop and capture every moment. And then this page I titled Find the Beauty Wherever You Go. Or no, all the places I want to see in 3 hours. We were stuck in a traffic accident. I think there was an accident like 10 cars ahead of us. And so we were there for 3 hours. So that's what this layout's all about. But there, like I said, a video about this. And this is the single-sided paper. So this is from Well Traveled by Recollections. Okay, so that is the end of that trip. So I still had papers left that I wanted to use up. So I created 3 more layouts with the Uncharted by Paper Studios. And I used up a ton of the things that were in that paper pad. So Too Much Adventure, my son was wide awake, and then all of a sudden he was out. I love this page. It was super simple to create, and I used like, I think 3 layers of papers. This back page is just a solid that I pulled from my stash. The rest of it is from this collection. This is washi, and I just matted it so that it would stand out without this wording behind it. So it's just on a solid, and the solid is just one of the branding strips. So, but I used a lot of the rest of this collection, and the little airplane up there. So I really love this page, and I put this up on phone. Very cute. And then this one is from that same trip. So after we left Texas, we went straight across instead of diagonally up like we normally would. Here's my mom with the map. So I had this cute little map that I love and I wanted to use. And this is 100% that collection, except this little red and white stripe here. I used papers from a Paper Studio paper pad. It's like a ocean beach house or something like that. And then these are embellishments from the Echo Park. Then some of these are from the Uncharted collection. And then this is the last one from Uncharted, I believe. And it's from that same trip. And I just put bunches of layers, pulled some different things. I mean, we didn't ride a moped, but you know, we were in a vehicle, and you know, whatever. I'm willing to be flexible with that. We also weren't in a taxi or on a plane, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to just put all the kind of vehicles on here. And there's actually a bicycle right here, and I regretted not matting it before I put it down, but it's on there, and there is no taking that off, and that's fine. It's all good. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then I still had some pages that I really wanted to use, so I decided that I would create some more layouts and try to get some of it used up. So these are, we go to the beach every year to Holden Beach, North Carolina, and these are some layouts that I pulled, or pictures that I pulled from my stash. I got lots and lots. We went 10 years in a row, so I have lots of pictures and everything. So I wanted pictures that I could use travel themes with, just because I was looking for reasonably easy to lay out today. So these 6 layouts I just created tonight since I got home. Yes, I'm an animal. So the first one, I used up a ton of branding strips or border strips and loosey-goosey papers. This entire thing is branding or border strips. I think it's all border strips, actually. It had a whole sheet of border strips, and I flip-flopped them. So this is, on the other side of this is some borders, and then this is just extra paper I had, but I didn't have enough. So these 2 strips here are actually only like this long. So I just was using up scraps because I don't like to waste, especially because I love how pretty this is. And of course, it's all the same collection, so it all goes really well together. I did add a couple of little pops of color. This Bon Voyage is from the Simple Stories collection. This, and this are from the Echo Park. This bright red does not match anything. But to me, I've been wanting to use this for one of the pictures with me and my kids. And this was a good one. And I didn't really care that it didn't match. I considered bringing in some red, and I may still add some embellishments with red in there, but I don't know. I really do just love the way that this turned out, and I would definitely go anywhere with them. Little troublemakers. So this was literally all paper except for these few stickers that came from the Echo Park. So, and I was going to put extra stuff on here, but changed my mind. But like I said, I may go back and do something like that. This is our sad face saying goodbye to the beach, and this is our happy face just because I wanted to take a happy picture. We did have a good week. So I do need to put the date on here, and I will probably do a little journaling, but not a lot because we take these kinds of pictures every year. So there is that. And then this one I did, and this is from the Well-Traveled collection as well. So this paper here, this house paper with the pink is this, that's the background. That's one piece of paper. And then I had this as a scrap left over from that double layer spread that I did. And then this strip left over. So I just used these to kind of break the page up and give the picture a little little table. This is our beach house. So I thought this was perfect paper to use this. I've been wanting to use this Life as a Journey, and this was, I wanted it to be in a corner, the top corner of a picture like that. So this was the perfect place to put it. This is when we first got to our house, I believe. And it says, "Vacay, you are here." And those were just some of the cut apart, or the little tags from, I believe those came off of the Simple Stories sticker sheet. Sorry, there's a little piece of double-sided tape right there. So I matted this on cloud paper, and then had this little scrap of paper left from this collection as well. So I just tucked it in there, and then just pulled some different stickers from, these are from the Echo Park stickers. This is from Simple Stories. This is from Echo Park, and these are from Simple Stories. So just super simple. And I really don't need to put any journaling on here because it's the house that we went to like 7 of the 10 years. And then this is us saying goodbye on a different year, 2017. And I did a little journaling here. These are Mambi or Me and My Big Ideas. I can't remember. I took them out of the package and I regret that decision. These are papers from the Well Traveled collection. These are branding strips, the blue and this red. This is what I cut off of another piece of paper. Oh, the one with the, oh, I haven't gotten to it yet. The next page, I cut a 1/2 inch off of the top and the side. And so I just used those as branding strips here. And I had to cut it in half because it wasn't long enough to cover. But that's why this luggage is lovely like that and covering that up. So this just has some different stickers on here that say away we go. Like I said, this is us leaving. This is the same year from the other picture that had the 2 pictures on it. So I always take a picture of them waving goodbye, and then I try and take a selfie as well. So I use up quite a bit of this paper. I still have some scraps left. This is from the Simple Stories journaling pack. This is from Echo Park. Then this one is the one that I cut, and this is actually sketch number 11 for Scrap a Sketch with Lisa. I can't remember how to say her last name, but there is a Facebook group called Scrap a Sketch, and she is giving us sketches. I think it's once a week, but starting tomorrow, December the 1st, it's going to be a daily sketch, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be kind of like 30 days of sketches that I did with Christy's Beautiful Life back in September. So that's going to be probably the big thing that I do in December is follow her with that and do the sketches. And then Dottie About Flair is doing a prompt, I believe. So I am super pumped about all that. So this is the background paper, this pink with the luggage on it. So I just used the branding strips as my layers and matted this on some paper from this collection. This is also from the Well Traveled. This is parts of the branding strips that I cut off from here. I fussy cut a little piece of luggage or 2. And this is actually from, like, I don't remember the name of the company, but it is a tag, a little fold down luggage. It's gotten that so cute. And so there was a tag here in the sketch. So I just put a little journaling note about how proud my father would be of me for this lovely packing job I did. This is the first time we went to the beach after my dad died. So it was like he would be super impressed that I got all of the luggage in this car. So I just put vacay time, come away with me, let's wander, and some luggage in different places. So this will be titled Pack Your Bags. And I love this. And I matted it on some white, just solid white cardstock. And that is it. I didn't really vary from the sketch too much. Like I said, she's got a tag tucked in here, and I wanted to use this. I thought this was the perfect time. And she's got like stars or something here, but I used the luggage to go kind of go with that. So there is that one. And then this one is my mom, my dad, my daughter, my niece, and this we stop at a rest stop on our way out to the beach every year. And this is the rest stop we stop at. And so this is just some pictures while we're traveling. So let's fly away. Hey there, vacay, because this is on our way out to Holden Beach. So I double matted this. This is actually one little small piece of paper. I had like a triangle. So I Frankensteined a border because this light pink wasn't standing out enough against this text print, which I love this text print. Love it. So I just put a bunch of layers on here, just random. I mean, like really did scrapping on the fly today with these 6 layouts. It was just like putting it down, using up the scraps, and then finding a way to make it look good to me. I will journal on here later. This came from the Simple Stories journaling bits, and this is a piece of paper I fussy cut out. And I just put these little things on here, and I think these came from the Simple Stories collection sticker sheet. And this too. And I think this came out of the Simple Stories journaling bits, and this came off of one of the sticker sheets. Again, a moped that we're not riding on, but I don't care. So I just love that. Love, love. And then this is the last one I just finished. This is almost all of the rest of my Simple Stories. I have a few little bits and pieces left that I'll share with you. And I'll do some journaling on here. Let's Get Lost Together. We were on our way home from the beach. This is the 1 year my parents didn't go. My dad was unable to go. He didn't feel good. And so we just stopped at some random place that we kind of found happenstancely. Anyway, it was an accident. So I thought this Let's Get Lost Together was perfect and explore. Some of these came off of the Echo Park. This is from the Simple Stories. This is from Simple Stories. This is from Simple Stories. I believe this is Simple Stories. Nope. This one and the Together came from the Echo Park. These are just scraps and branding strips. So I really, really love the way this layout turned out. And then I used some Park Lane gemstones to cover. There was a hole in the middle of this geo tag, and I didn't want that. So I went ahead and brought the orange out because I have orange here, and then there's orange throughout. So that is that. So I completed all together with this kit, I completed 22 layouts. 6 of them I just completed in the last couple of hours. So some of them are super busy and full of lots of embellishments and layers. Some of them are super simple. I got some popped up on foam. Some of them just have 1 or 2 pictures. It's just really, this is how I scrapbook right here. Super random. I don't do the same thing every time. I rarely use the same layout because I'm just super random. So there are the 22 layouts. And then these are a few of the things that I had pulled. Of course, this I'm not going to use up but I did use this on 3 or 4 of the layouts, and I love that. These 3, this was completely full when I started, so I used quite a few of these, and they will be easy to use when I do beach trips. I mean, we don't need a passport to go to the beach, but I still stick that on places. So that's what's left there. I used 2 or 3 things off of here, and obviously I bought these intentionally for the beach, so that'll be easily used. And I used 2 different things off of here. And that road trip key will be easily used too, because I got lots of hotel journaling to do. So this is what's left of my Paper Studio Uncharted paper crafting kit, and it's some strips. I love text print, so I really want to keep these because I can use these to tuck anywhere. And then these are the alphas that I have left, and I used all of the sticker sheet that was in here, and I used, let's see, here's a picture back here. I used all of this and most of that and all of these papers except for this little bit. So I feel like I did a really good job utilizing these. And what I will do is keep all this journal, this travel papers in a packet. These will go in my stash. This will go to the bin. So will that. So there is that left of the paper. This is what is left from the Well Traveled by Recollections. It's mostly some flowers I fussy cut, and little bitty pieces. A couple of cut aparts, and that's it. That's all that's left. And I had a large stash, maybe a dozen at least, sheets, plus a bunch of scraps that I had started with. So that's what's left of the Well Traveled collection. Now, I do still have paper in my paper pad, but I pulled, like I said, a dozen sheets of that collection, I think, and a bunch of scraps. So this is what is left of my Park Lane that I pulled. This was another one that I pulled 8 to 10 sheets from, and this is what's left of that and the scraps that I started with. These were all already in here. All these scraps right here, these were all already scraps. So this little bits right here is what I have left from what I created. So there is all of that, and there's a couple cut aparts back here in the back, I think. Yep. Not a whole lot. And then here is this cover of the Simple Stories, and it came with 12 double-sided sheets of paper and 1 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and then the journaling pieces, which was like 50 journaling pieces or something. So this is what I have left of the paper. Move this out of the way. I have my branding strips. I have 3 cut aparts, or if I wanted to, I can use this on the back. And then I have this one, perfect for matting a picture. So this is what's left of the dozen sheets of paper. This is what's left of my journaling bits. There's about a dozen right here, and then these are the ones that have the different countries. I used the one for Australia, but that was really all I could use. I didn't want to just stick China and Hawaii and stuff in there. So that's all that's left from the 44 pieces. There's probably, even with these on the back, I'd say I have less than 20 of those left. And then this is what's left on my sticker sheet. I saved this on purpose, I saved this on purpose, and I saved this on purpose. So the rest of them just really didn't fit. This makes me think of San Francisco, big cities, things like that. And yes, I know I could have used them, but you know. But I feel like, considering this was like 90 some stickers, I feel like this is a pretty darn good job. When I had only used a couple before I started this whole thing. And if you wanted to watch the original kit build, like I shared the kit, you could see how much was on there originally. All he says, I'm going to think about it. I'll take a picture beforehand and share it. So there's what's left of that. And then that's all going to fall over, and that'll be really fun for me later. The sticker sheets from Echo Park, I did not want to necessarily kill these. I did want to use some of them, and when I do more beach layouts, this one will definitely be more come in handy. So I did not use a whole lot of these beach ones until I used the ones for today's layouts with the beach. So then these old-timey ones, they didn't really go color-wise, so I didn't use as many of those, and there's a couple that are like that. I mean, I pulled some things for sure off of every page. There's a lot missing from here, and I have a trip of my parents going out west on Route 66 that I'm going to use a lot of this for. I used quite a few of the tiles, not that it looks like it. I did not use any of these, so I'm definitely going to do that. I have some pages that I'm thinking about, and I definitely will get these used up, or as best as I can. It's hard to use some of these letters. Then I have this one, and there's only a couple missing off of here because it was not red. It was more like a burgundy color. I didn't use as many of these as I expected, but it was mostly pictures of us in the car, so I think that I can find other ways to use that for sure. I used quite a bit of this one, and quite a bit of this one, and quite a few things off of this one too. So I feel really good about how much I did get used off of these sheets. Every layout, I think, has at least one sticker from the Echo Park and Cartabella. So that's what I've got left. I feel really good about where I am with these. And if I add the 6 layouts that I just completed to my total for this month, I have completed 143 layouts. So 22 of them are in this pile right here. The rest of them are from this year or from what I was doing before, just odds and ends, different things. And I created a 20-page book for my sister. Ooh, I hope she's not watching. It's her Christmas present. So I may share that. She's not on YouTube. She's not following me. And if she is, it's a secret. And oh dear. So anyway, so I've loved doing this. I hope that you all will come back and go on another adventure with me. Like I said, tomorrow I will probably start doing the Scrap-A-Sketch with Scrap-A-Sketch and Dottie About Flair. That will be lots of fun. And then maybe I'll do another Kill-A-Kit in January. So have a great evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.